Hello to my Pisces. Happy Valentine's Day to my Pisces. Pisces, this video is for the 14th through the 21st. The 21st of February. We are still in the full moon phase. Still in the full moon phase. This is going to push us right into that last quarter moon. All of the prediction videos are up on the Patreon side for those of you all who are over there. Let's get it started. Yeah, to intensify your psychic gifts, Psalm 78. Someone is a psychic. So intensify your gifts. To intensify your gifts, Psalm 78 is going to help you. Let's jump right in. We're going to get some messages coming through. Let's start out with a number. All right, let's get it. Let's get right into it, Pisces. Let's get right into it. Let's start out with a number. Okay, let's start out with the number. I saw that number at the bottom of the deck. 279, synchronicity. Look for signs. Things that keep happening are connected, even if they don't seem to be. The recent patterns in your life are signals from your angels. Today, ask for follow-up signs and remember that angels speak with lots of repetition. Draw a second card later today and see what your angels have to say after you've spent some time paying more conscious attention. 279. All right, that looks like green. So looks like somebody's moving from their heart chakra. Yep, looks like somebody is moving from their heart chakra, at least trying to move from their heart chakra, right? So trying to move from a place of love and forgiveness, right? Trying to move from your possibly your second house. This is resources, possessions, money. Your second house speaks to, like I said, possessions, money, and finance, money and income. So the second house is personal income, financial resources, reflecting our sense of material security. And so what we seek to possess can be shown here. Our movable property. Notions of value, cost, and worth belong to this house, the second house. And it's also the second the second card in tarot, which is high priestess energy, right? Your intuition, having access to the unknown, what's going on. We also have 7. You're trying to close out a cycle, right? You're trying to close out a cycle and trying to control something, like trying to control your emotions around something that is closing out, and then could be you or somebody who is in hermit mode, or when you're in hermit mode trying to just kind of sort of control your emotions. So let's see what lies beneath. Let's see what messages that you have coming in from your, possibly from ancestors on the other side. Let's get it. See what's in your card. Let's see what messages is coming out. Synchronicity. So you're looking for all kinds of signs and wonders. Let's see what's going on. Let's see. Again, somebody's trying to move from their heart space. You're trying to close out a cycle with 2 energies, and you're trying to create something new. What lies beneath? Love story. Once upon a time. Somebody wants that love story. Somebody wants that once upon a time story. But remember, just like fairy tales, like Alice in Wonderland, Hansel and Gretel, some of the other fairy tales there, you could easily, this is anybody can buy into, and you're the I believe sign, so anybody can buy into other people's fairy tales that actually end up being a nightmare for them, right? And if it ends up being a nightmare for you, that's where you say, you know what, it's time for me to do the shadow work, right? Keeping you a secret. Somebody has been possibly keeping you a secret. You bought into some kind of a love story, and you may have that in common with somebody who people kept them a secret. Oh, some energy is coming out, some synchronicities. Some things are starting to kind of add up and line up for you in terms of love, anger management. So someone needs to learn how to manage their anger. So you could have bought into some kind of a love story when you're now starting to find out that somebody is keeping you a secret. They have anger management issues, Pisces, behind closed doors. And so you're trying to set the record straight, right? What else is going on? What else do you want me to know, Spirit? Again, happy Valentine's Day to each and every one of you all. This is my messages around self-love. You're trying to make something make sense between you and somebody. Falling apart. Things are falling apart, right? You may also have, so when in karmic relationships, right? These could be two karmics together, right? These could be karmics. These are people who have unresolved issues, thinking they're coming together. This is my better half. This is my better half, right? Coming together. But then somebody decides they only want to come out the house and put some, let's meet up at, after hours, and then let's go sit way in the back of the restaurant to keep you a secret. Or let's stay in the house. We can only come out the house between these hours because we don't want people to know what's going on. Like, no. That is not the love story people you should be buying into, right? Love story once upon a time, right? And I feel like somebody may have felt like that for a long time, may have felt like you were people's secret. Like, maybe if you are the product of a karmic relationship, you could have felt like, okay, people didn't want you to know that you was their kid or the children or whatever the case may be, keeping you a secret, but you saw something else, somebody needed some anger management going on here. Fulfilling a fantasy. Yeah, somebody's trying to fulfill some kind of a fantasy they had around something, but still possibly keeping somebody a secret. That is about to be exposed. That's about to be exposed, right? Right? Investigating, right? So always keeps you on this investigative state, like, okay, I wonder who they're seeing. I wonder what's going on. I wonder, if they looking at somebody online. I wonder this and I wonder that. That is not a love story that somebody needs to be in, where you're always, peeking around corners with a dark hat on and some sunglasses late at night when you should be getting some rest. So source is saying, check yourself. Check yourself and recognize that's not what you bought into. Check yourselves. So again, take on what resonates with you. This is a message coming from the other side for you all, right? Yeah. Right? What is the energy into? Yeah, what is the energy? And somebody's into doing some stuff. Betrayal, deceit, backstab, traitor, not to be trusted, all kinds of stuff somebody's into. So it looks like somebody bought into some kind of a love story, keeping somebody a secret. They have anger management issues, and you're trying to find out. They're trying to set the record straight, trying to find out what is going on, right? You're trying to find something, what's going on, right? With somebody possibly that you love, causing issues with money. I hate nothing about you, whatever that means, right? So yeah, so source is trying to help you to learn how to intensify your psychic gifts. All right, so yeah, so love stories, again, just like fairy tales, right? So what source is trying to help somebody learn how to do is see the physical evidence of what's going on, and that's why source is trying to intensify your psychic gifts and talents, and you're looking for synchronicities between you and someone else. Like, okay, but source is going to physically put it in your face to see if it's, remember, you're all ruled by Neptune, which is an outer planet. It's a generational planet. So source is trying to see if this is something that's generational. And if you are seeing something looking right back at you, are you looking at your future looking right back at you? Let's get into your reading. Again, happy Valentine's Day. Your water sign. So water is reflective, right? Are you seeing something that's looking right back at you? Are you looking at your future self sitting right in front of you? Or you're around your future self of some energies, and you're seeing all these synchronicities? Like, okay, wait a minute, what in the world? Let's get it. Yeah, somebody's spending a lot of time around a karmic. This is 8 of Pentacles, who may be getting money, who may be benefiting from you being around them. There's the 8 of Pentacles, but you're caught up in 2 energies, karmic cycles. Those energy is somebody has succumbed to passive and powerless behavior, and someone is egotistical, materialistic, and forceful, and using your gifts. So that's what source is saying. Stay focused. Stay focused. Stay focused. Stay focused. Stay focused. Self-love. Taurus. Yep. So it's just showing you that somebody is being very stubborn about keeping you a secret in some way, shape, form, or fashion. It could be somebody's brother, somebody's sister, somebody's family, whoever it is, right? But source is saying you can easily free yourself from their shade. It's almost like a person who was saying to you, I spent all of this time with you. Like, what more do you want? Like, being shady. Like, you know, like you sitting there confused. Like, okay, I'm not really sure. They do spend a whole lot of time. Yeah, that part is true. But then I don't really trust them because I don't know whether they're telling the truth or telling a lie. I see them being shady around other people, but they keep kind of keeping me a secret. I'm confused. We're talking about fire here, right? Seeing talking about fire here, right? Here's the Empress card, right? So your abundance and your prosperity, you want your abundance and prosperity to grow, but why are people keeping you a secret? Like, what's the secret about, right? Right? Here we had the Four of Cups here. Something is causing somebody to be depressed because you are mirroring something from a parent, a mom or dad, where people kept somebody a secret and you're seeing it right in your face. Something is you're seeing right in your face. You're seeing right in your face where somebody was kept a secret. So either you were kept a secret, and you're around somebody who was kept a secret, and you're seeing how their life is unfolding. Somebody was kept a secret. And so you're about to free yourself. That's how you're going to save yourself. You're going to save yourself from being depressed. You can be grateful that something is behind you. That's how other people have saved themselves from being that, you know, secret, right? Family members have saved themselves from being, they just say, you know what, don't invite me. Don't invite me, don't want to be there. You know, you can keep your kids a secret for years. You're an adult now, you can make up your own mind. Please do not invite me. And sometimes kids turn around and do that to the same parents for same thing, right? They just move on. If you're dating somebody, like I said before, in the spirit of Valentine's Day, for those people who celebrate Valentine's Day, if you're in a relationship with somebody, no more karmics. They talk about how much time they spend with you. What is the problem? Why are you mad? Why are you so confused? I spent all this time with you. And you like, well, why can't we go out? Why can't we go out? Why is the only predictions that you want from me is what time of the day we can go out? I'm talking to men and women, Pisces. What's that about? They always have some creative answer. Source is trying to help you to see things from a higher frequency. No, we're not doing that. That's a karmic relationship. I'm not somebody's little secret. So that's what I'm saying for you all. That's how you're going to save yourself, right? Yeah. Sit yourself right on your throne. You bought into a fairy tale that could have ended up being a nightmare. And so you went down a rabbit hole to see something. Okay, let me see something. Let me see what's going on. So it said, get yourself right back on your throne. This is genderless, by the way. This is genderless, by the way. Right? This is genderless, right? Like I said, everybody has bought into someone else's fairy tale. And then what happens is that you decide, okay, you're taking what works for you and what doesn't work for you. You sit yourself back on your throne. So it's just saying you're down to earth, you're relatable. You spend a lot of time around some energies who is a karmic relationship. Okay, detach. Now it's time to detach from a karmic. Put the past behind you. There it is. Five of Cups. So that your head is not hung low and you feel like you just being pulled into down a dark, you know, to the dark abyss, right? So yeah, it's causing you and somebody to be depressed. It's causing you and somebody to be depressed because, again, you're starting to see the synchronicities of just like people kind of sort of keeping you in the dark, where you almost got to pay, you know, the Pink Panther, the detective, you know, you gotta be peeking around corners, got on a hat, sunglasses at night, looking around. Okay, who are they with? But today, because of technology, okay, let me see who they emailing, who they texting, let me see who they call, let me see who. That's drama. That's just way too much. That is way too much. So it's to say you're gonna be freeing yourself from this. Here we had the Seven of Wands here. So yeah, you're freeing yourself from this teenage behavior. That's teenage behavior. Somebody need to grow up, not you, but somebody else around you needs to grow up. That teenage behavior of seeing everybody as competition. Here we have the Four of Wands here. 4 and 7 is 11. So it's just saying for somebody, two energies that you're around, it just feels too much like home for them. Whoever these two energies are, they are karmics, Pisces. They get too much joy out of just rejoicing from chaos and confusion. Your sign is known for compassion. These two energies are karmics. They want to be seen as Queen of Pentacles, right? They want to be seen as Queen of Pentacles, but they absorb too much chaos and confusion because somebody kept them both a secret, and they're projecting that same energy onto you. Well, everything don't need to be out in the open. I mean, when it's time, no. And it's causing you, just like other people, to have been depressed in the past, using other people as a pawn in a game to try to argue with people, because that's all that's built up, arguing. People don't even know what you arguing about. They don't even know why you mad. Just using somebody as a pawn in a game. They don't even know why they mad. So, Source is saying it's time to get on you're victorious. I see your abundance and your prosperity growing, meaning your psychic abilities and your psychic gifts. Source is going to show you the physical evidence of something, right? Of these energies. You're breaking this karmic curse. You're breaking this is a karmic curse. This is generational, going down from generation to generation to generation. This person being kept as a secret families, secret sons, secret daughters. People don't know this, they don't know that. So it's like you breaking all of that. You're breaking all of that, right? So yeah, here we have the you're switching teams. You're switching teams. You're taking your place on your throne. You know who you are. So I'm talking to men and women Pisces. Yeah, but that's what it is. You're somebody's around some karmics. One succumbed to passive and powerless behavior. The other one is egotistical, materialistic, and forceful. Where both of them were kept as a secret. And as compassionate as you're trying to be around those energies, they have to do the shadow work. They have to do the shadow work. Yeah. They both found some red lipstick stains somewhere. Child, anyway, so let's get right into your reading. Because again, I see you breaking relationships, spending less time around these karmic relationships, and all they care about is money. Well, I'm just gonna hang in there because they bringing me a check. They paying my bills. You're gonna get away from these energies because your psychic gifts, like I said, we don't do any gatekeeping over here. Your psychic gifts are going to be intensified, and the same gifts that people are using to make money and trying to keep you a secret because they felt like they were kept as a secret. So it's saying, you're switching teams. You're switching teams because that is not teamwork. If somebody's giving you a false sense of being on a team, right? So they're the ones that's on center stage being victorious where they've always wanted to be. They've always wanted to be these two energies. They've always wanted to be on center stage. They wanted the spotlight. So Source is saying, this is where you are learning how to lead. You're getting in your divine masculine energy to lead. These are familiar spirits. They got to be familiar with everybody's gossip and low vibrating energy, but psychic gifts, they may have psychic gifts. They're too busy wasting them by using their energy the wrong way, right? Sacrificing you and other people. Okay, who is sacrificing Pisces? Who went into sacrificial mode? Who sacrificed Pisces? Yeah, somebody dealt, that number 2 right there connects us with High Priestess energy. You have to decide whether you want to stay in the dark about things or you want to step into the light. Are you a dark High Priestess or light High Priestess? And so somebody could have been a product of karmic relationship that spent a lot of time around each other, but they were oppositions. They were complete opposites, like literally like day and night. All they did was argue, fight, chaos, confusion. Somebody kept somebody as a secret. Everybody, just all these secrets. Everybody got on these, the hat shop should have been, the sale should have soared. Sunglasses and hat shop should have just soared, with these keeping secrets. But yeah, so there's an Aries involved in something that kept, just right here. You see these horns right here. That's what I said, source. There's an Aries that kept somebody a secret. There's Leos involved in something, and something is being brought to light. Something with some secrets are starting to come out. Some secrets are starting to come out. Yep, some secrets are starting to come to light. You're my little secret. Anyway, here we have the Empress card. Yeah, so again, some down the line, some secrets are being exposed. Some family secrets are being exposed, right? So sources saying to you, as difficult as that can be, you spend an enormous amount of time around some energies, and only to find out that people are keeping somebody a secret for a reason, it can cause a bunch of confusion. People could be saying somebody's lying about something and blah, 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 blah. But you have psychic gifts. You have psychic gifts, right? People constantly being used as pawns to argue with people, creating a bunch of chaos and confusion. And that's what you and some loved ones have in common. People constantly keep you and somebody at odds with each other. Constantly keep you and somebody at odds with each other because they're trying to hide secrets. These energies are trying to hide secrets. Yep. Oh, shucks. A tower. There it is. There it is. Because people jump into conclusions, impulsive behavior. Matter of fact, the Tower card, Mars, is currently retrograde. And so this is where prayer is actually increased. This is where people need to be really doubling down in prayer, right? Putting that energy into working out, prayer, meditation, those kind of things, right? Not sacrificing energies. There's been too many sacrifices already made by ancestors. No more sacrificing people, right? Ancestors have already, so sit yourself on the throne, adjust your crown, keep your vibrations high. But these two energies right here act like two teenagers, and sources saying you will be cutting them off. Not thinking about it, but you will cut them off. I'm telling you, will cut them off, because you're starting to see they get excited about the wrong stuff, like acting like they between the ages of 15 and 21 years old, because somebody kept them a secret. Whether it's a man or woman, somebody kept them a secret. They have to go on this investigative thing, finding lipstick stains, whether whoever's wearing lipstick, whatever, just a bunch of drama. Here we have the ace of so new money is coming across your path. New money is coming across your path. So the money is going to come in the form of an earth sign. That is Taurus, whether Taurus is a sun sign or moon sign. Capricorn, whether it's Capricorn, sun or moon, or Virgo, in the form of sun or moon. So the new money really is in the form of a physical energy who is worth, like I said, your energy is could be directed towards that energy, because something is coming back. Like a lot of since we're talking about this right here being passed down, somebody is obsessed. This is the Tower card here. So what's hidden in the Tower card is an obsession, because it connects us to Scorpio, which is death. Someone who transitioned had to come back through to help you to see this synchronicity and show you have a guardian angel that's watching over you, how they were sacrificed. A lot of answers are coming to, because people are whoever these fire energies are, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, whoever these energies are, actually sacrifice somebody. Because they kept him as a dirty little secret. Right? Is a Chariot card. So you could be at a crossroad right now, but your prayer life needs to be increased. Right? Again, happy Valentine's Day. Self-love. 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 What other messages we got from my Pisces? Whatever. Yeah, somebody was sacrificed. That's why you got the Hangman here. Somebody was sacrificed. What was the reason? What was the reason, Spirit, they were sacrificed? What happened? Make room. Somebody wanted to make room for something. What were they making room for? Hold on. So make room. Create space to welcome positive change into your life. Let go of everything that doesn't align with the future you are creating. So apparently somebody was trying to make room because it didn't align with the future they were trying to create for themselves. What else? What other message source do you want for Pisces to know? Somebody wanted to make room for something. So what were they making room for? And why? It's a loved one who was sacrificed. That's what's hidden in the Tower. That's why you hear people say, oh my God, I'm having a Tower moment, because the Tower moment actually rules Scorpio and Aries, and so Aries could be significant to somebody. Scorpio could be significant to somebody, but Scorpio is the death card, and Scorpio is ruled by the Tower card, and the Judgment card, right? So that is Pluto, which is the outermost planet. Source is saying to you, somebody may not have been able to immediately connect the dots because, again, those are outer planets. Those are generational planets. What else? What else? What else? What else? Forge a new path. So when you make new choices, you create new results. Let go of old patterns and embrace the power of possibility. You are fully supported. So somebody is trying to create some kind of competition between you and somebody else, but they want the glory from it. They want to be on the center stage. They're too busy clapping and cheering and got tambourines in their hands, you know, having a good old time creating some kind of teenage competition. But there is no competition. There is no competition when you're doing light work. Spark of light. So don't sink into hopelessness and despair, for it lives in a spark of life that is undefeated and unbeatable. You can overcome everything your destiny depends upon. Yep. Shine bright. It's never a mistake to give of yourself. Some will take it for granted. Others may take advantage of it. Do not allow bad energies to overpower your light. These two energies right here are getting too much. Like you see the spotlight. These are the energies that's want to shine bright. Remember, water is reflective, but but that's the secret. That's your card, is the moon card, and that's the sign. That's the secrets, right? So these energies, like I said, here you are trying to believe in your dreams and dream bigger, and these energies are siphoning your gifts. They want the spotlight. They want the spotlight. They see you as competition, but you're not immediately somebody's not putting the pieces together, because what you have in common actually in these warm fireside chat conversations, and somebody's not saying that they see you as competition, is your gifts as competition to theirs. Is they have to, whoever these energies are, have to place themselves at a higher ranking in some way, shape, form, or fashion to you, to drain your water. That's what somebody is not getting. That's like putting water in a pot and turning the fire up. So your gifts are being drained around certain energies. They are siphoning your gifts for a spotlight. That's why this card came out. To intensify your psychic talent, Psalm 78 is going to increase your gifts. Source is saying run for the hills. For real, free yourselves. Free yourself. There is no, it's a beauty in light work. You don't see light workers out here attacking each other. That's this energy right here. Their lower chakras are broken. They out of alignment. They still in this teenage mindset, whoever these energies are, of who's the best and somebody's lying about this. They're motivated by the wrong stuff. They need to be focusing. There it is. Let go. Source is saying you need to let go. Let go of negative people and toxic beliefs. Your time on earth is precious. Invest it wisely and be mindful of who you spend time with. I'm trying to tell you. Listen, light work. Inner strength. Tap into that inner strength, right? Don't lose yourself in things that you can't change. Focus on the things that you can change, like your attitude, mindset, and energy. You've got everything that you need. Like I said, light workers don't gatekeep. Not sitting around who's the better this, who's the better that. I mean, light workers who have actually done the shadow work. Don't have time to gatekeep. Too busy building community, connections, not competing, comparing, judging, acting like a bunch of teenagers. Self-love. It's a time to give rather than a time to take. Source is going to help you to analyze without these type of energies who's familiar with this and familiar with that. Instead, they should be familiar with doing the shadow work. Being familiar with the shadow, doing their own shadow work. Instead of criticizing, they're on the dark side. They're on the dark side of these energies, whoever these energies are that you're around, Pisces right now. Like I said, not only do they like to compete and compare, energies, they like to sit back and watch. Like they don't have anything else to do with their time. They like to criticize people, be judgmental, fussy, and overthinking, slow to move, questioning every little thing. Right? Everything except their own shadow work. Source is saying, get into it. Get into it. Source is saying, you'll win. You'll feel like you've won like I said, your tower moment when you realize, oh my God, I'm around the wrong energies. They've been siphoning my gifts. Right? Connect with your womb. Yeah, these are somebody's parents. Connect with your womb. Connect with other energies that are very nurturing, clear water intentions, very compassionate, people who have done the shadow work. Everybody has a past. Everybody has a past, because before you return to pure consciousness, everybody is stumbling around in the darkness trying to figure out, okay, who should they attach to? Should they be part of this group, that group, this group? They don't know until you come into the light, until you find your north node, until you found your north node, your star. We're in the year of 9, right? So I feel like somebody is going to be strengthening their spiritual journey, right? And getting away from people who encourage this gossip, where people don't talk to each other. They talk about each other, around each other, but not to each other. So that's what you're headed towards. That is what you're headed towards. Yeah, that is what you're headed towards. People who have warm conversation that doesn't end up exploding and just going fired, arguing, and people who sit around and just instigate. So yeah, we're talking about self-love here. That's the only way somebody is going to attract the love that you desire, so that you're not someone's secret where you're in investigative mode, right? So sometimes it take a couple of tries for people to get it. That's why you see people online. But sources saying you're switching teams. You're absolutely switching teams. That's how new money is coming in for you. Wellness. Live a healthier lifestyle. These energies, and I'm not saying this to be funny, will drive people to drink. Because they're evaporating your gifts. They're like I said, they like being around a bunch of teenagers, whoever these energies are, and source is trying to get you in a more wellness state of mind. Ensure your body is nourished, join a gym, regain your strength, live a healthier lifestyle. So that's what source is saying. That is how you're going to meet somebody who really, really appreciates you, right? Money tree. That could be significant to somebody as well. Enjoy your wealth. Dreams do come true. You will get what you long desired. Without these energies, they need to do the shadow work. They need to do the shadow work. Yes, celebration. Plan for a joyful future. Kick off the party activities and have a great time. Somebody is too busy going along with the flow. Going along with the flow of these energies, familiar spirits, and so it's like, you're looking for synchronicity, success. You're on the right track. You're on the right track. You're going to just listen to the conversation of these energies. Oh, yeah, I found out that so-and-so had a extra so-and-so on the side. Who in the world is listening to these conversations? And who wants to be somebody's secret? When you have an option of getting up and walking out. Yeah. You got to give it to people who not just sitting there and just continuing to be somebody's secret. No matter how many times they've been married, no matter how many times, whatever. They're not sitting there being somebody's secret, being cheated on, lied to, played, games, all of that. So source is saying you're about to intensify your gifts, and that's going to be the scripture for you. But now do you see you being successful? And like I said before, source is saying get away from energies who encourage you to argue with other people. Get away from those energies. They don't want you to have warm fireside chats, because in that warm fireside chat, source is saying to you, they're also encouraging you. They already putting a spell on somebody to say you are already going to marry your opposition. That's what they're saying. You're going to marry your opposition. They actually promote you marrying your opposition. That's what these energies are saying. Sacrifice your kids. Marry your opposition. It's okay to be in a karmic relationship, is what they're saying, without actually coming out their mouth and saying, because they may not even know. They're still developing between 15 and 21 years old, and grown people bodies still talking about your spouse is your opposition. Why get married then? Why get married? Your kids are your opposition. Why have kids? Where does team ever come into play if everybody is the opposition? Sources saying source about to detach you from that mess. You're dealing with some bitter betties or some bitter buddies, whoever they are. But source is saying no, that's how you're going to attract your person. because these energies are always jumping to conclusions. You got to take a look at their legs. Their legs may look like leapfrog legs. They always jumping to conclusions. Always. You got to see if their kneecaps are on backwards, because they got them boing yoing yoing legs. Anyway, Pisces, that's what I have for you. But y'all, they doing the most. They encourage people to have friction with their own kids. Like, there's something that's somebody should have, they encourage that kind of stuff. Yeah, my child is a narcissist. Yeah, my child, they got low self-esteem. They talk about their kid, their own kids, as if their kids are their opposition. They talk about their spouse as if their spouse is their opposition. Who in their right mind, unless you are chained to the devil, would buy into that craziness? Because that's what it is. Why have kids? Why get married if you see your person as the opposition? Because they were kept as dirty little secrets, and they projecting it onto everybody else. Get your mind right. Turn your head on straight. That's what I have for you. And again, happy Valentine's Day. This is about self-love. You are detaching from these karmic relationships. You're going to sit yourself right on your throne, adjust your crown, and recognize, yeah, you bought into a fairy tale that ended up being a nightmare, but you are wide awake now. Goodbye.